Hey guys, it's Drew. So this video was supposed to be about burnout and rest, but I am currently burnt out and I need rest. So I tried to film this video like 3 times and it went like nowhere, but instead I've decided I'm just going to talk about things I like, and one of the things I like is physical media. Physical media is better than anything digital media. For a number of reasons. I'm just going off the top of my head, so again, I hope this is coherent. I feel like I say that in all my videos, but here we go. I got my CD collection in front of me. What's a good one? Okay, here's a classic CD right here. This is the Black Parade. I switched out the cover. This is like the actual cover. Maybe that's reason number 1, is that all of these CDs usually have like extra artwork or like alternative artwork. There's dust on this. That you can kind of flip out and make it the actual cover. Like I have the, digital release, official release cover, and then this is the inside of the booklet, which I think is, can you see that? There you go. I think that's such a good piece of art right there. So reason number 1 why physical media is better is that you get to customize it in a way. Alright, let's put this one back. Let's find another good example. Reason number 2, actually, I don't have this one on CD, but you're essentially paying for a license to access any sort of media if you do streaming. And then digital downloads, that's like, you don't get like the tangible. I want to talk about streaming first, though. So hold the phone on, like digital downloads. But for streaming, so the app I use for music, I switched from Spotify because they suck to an app called Qobuz. I do recommend it. It's a good, like, music first kind of app. I feel like I enjoy music a lot more because I use that app. That's a whole nother video again, but anyways, I'm not afraid to admit this, but I like Blackout by Britney Spears. That's like one of her best albums, if not it's just my favorite album of hers. It's not on Qobuz anymore, and I just wouldn't have that problem if I had it on CD, which I don't. Maybe that's going to be my next find, but that's reason number 2, is that you permanently own the contents of the disc, given that you care for the disc and don't damage it. There's no, like, it just gets removed from the disc, because it's your disc, you have it. Yeah, and then the other thing I was saying for digital downloads is that it's not physical. I think I did mention this in the first CD. I'm trying to see a different one I got. Oh, this is one of my favorite examples. But like, there's just so much bonus content on these versus just the digital download. This is the Roots. Things Fall Apart. But in this booklet, if I can get it out, there's just so much extra content. There's like there might be lyrics. This one I like because I'm trying to get it out, but there we go. There's just like bonus interviews in this booklet. There's even like, look at this. There's even like a mailing thing. I don't even know what this is for. That's how much of a child I am. But it's like a mailing thing of just basically market research. Hey, thanks for picking up this release. If you want more info on the Roots releases and tour dates, please take a moment and fill out this card. And then it's questions like, what are your favorite songs? Where do you usually buy music? Favorite radio stations? What influenced you to buy this release? Like, it's just like, it's so cool that, I mean, I'm sure this address exists. I don't know if they're taking these, but like, this kind of stuff is cool. There's just so much bonus stuff in here. And then that's just like the mailing thing. This is the actual booklet where there's like photos, and this one specifically has like interview segments, kind of, a little bit. I mean, it's hard to read, but like, these are not lyrics. They're just interviews about the recording of the song. Not necessarily about the song, but about the recording of the song. And it has credits, of course, and this is so cool. Like, you don't get this with even a digital download. You gotta have the CD to access this. It's so cool. Let's see if I can find a different one now. This is way easier to put in than it is to take out. Okay. So what am I on? That was reason number 3. I gotta think of a 4th reason. I mean, I'm gonna add on, because this is such a big reason, to reason number 3, is that you get bonus content, really. Like, there's a good one around here somewhere. There's gotta be... Is it this one? Like, sometimes you even get art on the CD. Not always. This is not the one. You get art on the CD, and then it's like, that's so cool. If you didn't get the CD, you wouldn't be seeing this art. Does this one have art? Yeah, I mean, sort of. This is Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman. The CD looks like a vinyl record. That's actually kind of funny. But, like, you would never see this if you didn't get the CD. Now it's upright. There you go. And then look at that, like, behind the CD cover. They're slick for that. Look at that. Yeah. And then a nice photo of Mr. Ozzy Osbourne himself. But, oh my gosh. Okay. So that's reason number 4. It's an extension of reason number 3. I'll say reason number 5 is a bit of a personal one for me. But I am a musician, I am an artist, and I like it when people buy my CDs. It's a good way to financially support me, but again, I feel like so connected to these CDs in front of me. My hope is that anyone else would feel the same. And I'm not going to complain about people buying t-shirts, because they're buying my shirt, and that's money in my pocket, and that's support for me, but I like it when people buy my CDs, because it's the music. It's about the music. It's only ever about the music for me. Like I said, I'm not gonna complain if people are gonna buy my shirts. That's extremely what's the word? Extremely nice, I guess. That's not the word, but extremely gratifying for me, maybe, for them to buy something that I have to offer. But it's just like the CD. This is the music. This, like I said, this is what it's about. This is the only thing that matters. So, it's a good way to support artists, and that just hits home for me. What is this one? Ooh, Rainbow. This is a re-release, or a remaster. But, yeah. This is more so with, what I'm about to say, with, like, vinyl records or cassettes, like analog medium formats, rather than CD, which is digital. But I think you also just appreciate the body of work more with the physical media, because, I mean, like I said, especially on a cassette. I have some cassettes here. A lot of these are my uncle's that he just gave to me. Ooh, I have more Rainbow. This is an old cassette. It doesn't sound that good, but there you go. You get all these songs on the A and B side, and there's no, like, really easy way to skip them, so you kind of just have to listen throughout the whole thing. Because if you want to skip it, you gotta, like, skip ahead a little bit, and then you might skip the bit of the song, and then you have to rewind and go back again. I put this the wrong way. But yeah, I just appreciate music more if I'm forced to, not forced, but like if there's no easy way to just skip over a song. I just appreciate the whole body of work. Even the song, like, it's a song that I don't like maybe, but I appreciate it for what it does for the album. In a weird way, it's like the album would not be complete without this song. I mean, it's literally the way that the artist intended it to be. So, yeah, get physical media if you can get it. It's a lot cheaper now. I mean, it depends on what you get. If you get vinyls, that's expensive, but CDs, if you know where to look, they're not too bad. Cassettes, again, if you know where to look, and you gotta kind of be careful, because cassettes are kind of finicky. You should get physical media. It's a fun, like, collection to have, and again, I just feel more connected to the music that I do have. This is, like, I can tell you a story about it too. Like this, I found it at a thrift store for $1. This is Pantera. This is like their best album, or at least my favorite album. I keep saying that. This is my favorite album. I found it in a thrift store for $1, and then I dropped it and I broke the case. So hold on. Yeah, there you go. I dropped it in the thrift store and I broke the case, but CD's still good. So yeah, I'll say it again. Physical media is better than digital media. And with that, I feel a little bit better about being burned out. I'll be fine tomorrow. But that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think, I suppose, about physical media. If you think I'm onto something or if I'm not onto something. Alright, I'm out of juice. See you guys.